In this episode, we'll see about the refrigerants used in the domestic fridge. In the refrigerators, the major components used are compressor, condenser, expansion valve, evaporator, thermostat, capacity control system, and receiver. There are several types of refrigerants available, but the following given below are the commonly used refrigerants. R12 or CFC, chlorofluorocarbon, now it is banned or phased out. It is not used in India, it is banned. R22, HCFC, hydrochlorofluorocarbon. This is also banned. So alternative refrigerant now we are using is R134A, which is HFC, called hydrofluorocarbon. There is no chlorine. This is currently used in India and Gulf countries. It is used both in fridge as well as in air conditioning unit. But this is having GWP, global warming potential. It is very high. Soon it will be banned in India and Gulf countries. It is already banned in US and Europe countries. R600A, it is a hydrocarbon by name isobutane. This is currently used in US, Europe countries. This is the future refrigerant from 2025. Already it is established in United States and Europe countries. The models in these countries are using the refrigerant only in domestic fridge. For large scale refrigeration unit in industry, R290, that is propane based hydrocarbon, is used in this type of countries. So from 2025 onwards, internationally R134A also will be banned, and the future refrigerant is R600A, that is isobutane, will be used in fridge, and R290 will be mostly used in air conditioning unit and large scale of refrigeration unit. Now we can see the ozone layer, which is made up of O3, oxygen, trioxygen. Once the chemical compound chlorofluorocarbon gas such as chlorine present in that and fluorine, carbon, etc. If it leaks, that will enter the atmosphere and reaches the stratosphere, where it will break due to the ultraviolet radiation from the sun. It will release chlorine atom that destroy the ozone molecule, which is called ozone depletion. Though this R134A is having ODP, ozone depletion layer is zero, or depletion potential is zero, it is having GWP, another factor, global warming potential. That is greenhouse gas. Some gases are called greenhouse gas, mainly carbon dioxide and other refrigerants like water, ammonia, and chlorine based refrigerant, and methane, that are called greenhouse gas, that will warm the global warm, that will give the global warming. That also leads to the rise in temperature in the atmosphere. So that value is to be reduced for the refrigerant we are going to use in the future. R134A is tetrafluoroethane HF3. The chemical formula is HF3CH2F. This ozone depletion potential is zero only, but global warming potential, as I said, GWP is 1300. So it is to be banned soon. From 2025 onwards, this won't be available in India and Gulf countries also. R600A is the present refrigerant used in US and Europe countries. This ODB is 0, GWP is 3 only, very less. And R290, another refrigerant, which is used in large scale refrigeration unit and air conditioning unit, is propane based. It is ODP, ozone depletion potential is 0, and GWP is 3.3 only. Now we can see the parts of the refrigerated domestic fridge. This is the compressor. It is called a monoblock compressor. Both compressor and motor will be in the same place. This is the condenser coil. This is a drain line and a drain pan or drain tray. And here is inside the below the freezer we are having the temperature control. These are all the evaporator coils. In latest fridge, defrost heater is also there. This is evaporator fan. These are all the compartment where we can show the food items. We will see the working principle and how the cycle is followed in the next slide. This is a refrigeration cycle. The working principle is based on these principles. Pressure. This is developed in the compressor. Then the compressed gas R134A now we are using in fridge. Will go to the condenser coil where it will get cooled with the normal atmospheric air present in the kitchen or where the fridge is stored. Here the heat is rejected, the temperature is getting reduced. Then the gas is passed through a capillary tube or heat expansion valve. It is having a small hole. Joule Thompson effect is applied. Then the gas expands and becomes liquid and temperature also reduced. So here is the evaporator coils where the freezer compartment is at the first place. So it will be having more low temperature. Here heat is transferred or heat is absorbed in the freezer mainly. The other chilling compartment is there. Then in the low temperature liquid will become gas almost here. Then here we'll be having on receiver and dryer part. Then it will come to the compressor section and the cycle is continued. So the fridge is maintaining the temperature by this type of cycle. Pressure condensation, evaporation of a fluid in a closed circuit to remove heat and reduce the temperature inside it. This is a circuit we can see in the domestic fridge. Now we can see the refrigeration working parts. Compressor. The compressor is the heart of the refrigerator. It will be at the back side of the fridge at the bottom and it is concealed or closed. It circulates the refrigerant throughout the system and adds pressure to the warm part of the circuit and make the refrigerant hot. So during compression, the freon gas will get compressed. Pressure increase, also temperature also increases. It's similar to when you are pumping air into a bicycle tube. Can sense a heat increase in the pump while you are compress the air vertically. That is a reciprocating motion when you are using the cycle pump. Due to the compression or pressing the pump, the gas air will get high temperature and little pressure. So same thing has happened in this type of compressor, and the refrigerant is compressed in the reciprocating compressor normally used in the fridge, and pressure as well as temperature got increased. Then it will go to the condenser. The condenser is also at the back side of the refrigerator. Previously, the condenser coils are coming outside the fridge. Now it is concealed condition only. It is likely quite dusty if it is in outside. Inside now they are keeping. The refrigerant is cooled down and condenses, that is meaning the gas into a liquid. So the due to the atmospheric air present in the kitchen it will get condensed. In some fridges, separate fans are also used to cool the condenser tube through which the compressed gas is passed and become liquid. Then the evaporator. Evaporator is located inside the refrigerator or from freezer part onwards. The part that makes the items in the refrigeration cold. The refrigerants turns from a liquid to a gas through this evaporation coil. It cools the area around it, producing the proper environment for storing the food to make it cool when it is stored in the fridge compartment. This evaporator is after the capillary tube. The capillary tube is a thin piece of tube or expansion wall. It serves as an expansion device. The liquid refrigerant is routed through the capillary tube and sprayed into the low pressure environment of the evaporator. That means after the condenser, it will enter the capillary tube, which is called expansion wall or expansion device. Joule Thompson effect is applied. Due to Joule Thompson effect, when a gas is passed through a small hole, it will lose its temperature and it will become liquid. So that low temperature liquid is going to the evaporator, where first it enters the freezer, where the cold temperature is exchanged in the freezer first, then it will go to other chilling compartment or chilling area. So the liquid become gas and temperature and the heat is lost, cool is lost, exchanged. Then another part is called thermostat. The thermostat controls the cooling process by monitoring the temperature inside the fridge. It will then switching the compressor on and off when it required. This plays a vital role. This is an instrument control directly related to the temperature inside the fridge. The sensor that is when the sensor related to the thermostat senses that it is cold enough inside a refrigerator, that the required temperature is attained. Then the thermostat will give signal to the compressor and turn off the compressor. If it sends too much heat inside the fridge, it switches the compressor on, and the cooling process again is started. That is, when you keep on open the fridge more time, and little hot or warm food are kept inside the fridge, then the heat load will be more, so thermostat will allow the compressor to run. Or if you put some material little warmer inside, then the compressor will start. The signal is coming from the thermostat only. The capacity control system also now coming with a new refrigerator. It regulates the power and energy consumption. It will manage the dehumidification and decrease the compressor cycling and has on and off option, which is the simplest form of capacity control. The dehumidification is the moisture formation, that moisture will form dry ice, that will affect the heat transfer. So that will be avoided due to the capacity control system. This is coming with the new fridge or smart fridges. Then the receiver also is there in most of the fridges. It acts as a vapor seal, as a storage vessel, small one, and it's made a horizontal or vertical type. It is having one more dryer also near the receiver, where it collects the gas and admit to the compressor for the next cycle. Now we can see the basic working principle. The basic principle behind the working of the refrigerator is the second law of thermodynamics. That is, heat can flow from hot temperature to low temperature, but it can never pass from a colder to a warmer body without some other change. So this is happening from cold to hot temperature is due to second law of thermodynamics happened in the refrigerator. The compressor constrict the refrigerant vapor or the refrigerant, raising its pressure and temperature, and it pushes into the coil due to the pressure. It is either captured outside of the refrigerator or concealed inside the refrigerator backside. The hot gas enters the coils. It's made of copper or aluminum alloy. It meets the cooler air temperature outside the kitchen, surround the fridge, or where it is placed. It become a liquid. That is condenser means it will phase changes. Freon gas become freon liquid. Now the liquid freon enters the capillary tube or expansion wall. Liquid from high pressure refrigerator cool zone flows into the coil through the expansion tube or capillary tube. Then it will expand and reduce the further temperature. So first it will enter the freezer, then the other parts of the fridge. Then the refrigerant absorb the heat inside the fridge and in freezer also. It cool down the air inside the fridge, so it keeps cool throughout the fridge inside parts or compartment where the food is stored. Lastly, the refrigerant evaporates to a gas and flows back to the compressor where the cycle starts all over. So it could be evaporate, drain it from the surrounding area and make it colder. From evaporator coil, which is in the freezer compartment, the refrigerant goes into a compressor and cycle is repeated until the temperature reaches the desired value, where we can set the temperature 2 to 4 degree or 4 to 5 degree in the refrigerator compartment in the domestic refrigerator, or in the freezing compartment and industrial area it will be less than 0 to 1 degree centigrade. Some high efficiency refrigerators also make use of fans to increase the efficiency of the evaporator to condenser coil. Fan is used for the newly coming fridge where it is supplying air connected to the compressor motor. It will supply air to the condenser coil where the freon inside the coil gets cooled and converted to liquid. The compressor used in the fridge is a refrigerant type, and the electric motor both are connected called monoblock compressor and is placed in a single enclosed container. This is called monoblock compressor. The capacity of the fridge is defined as liter. The liter is the volume of the storage space inside the fridge. It is called the storage capacity, like 245 liter, 300 liters. That is the fridge capacity, which is mentioned in the domestic fridge. Now we can see the selection of the fridge. How to select your domestic fridge. You can see the various properties and various aspects. Single door refrigerators, the cheapest and handy one which is coming, but it is having some drawback also. Direct cooling, there is no possibility of controlling the temperature inside the fridge. Because of this, there can be an uneven collection of rods inside the freezer. Due to that, humidification is not available. This is direct cooling. Usually, it is coming with a single door refrigerator. So we have to do manual defrosting of ice, which is formed due to the humidification. So single door refrigerators are cheapest one, but it is having direct cooling. So we have to do the manual defrosting only. It's a work for us. Frost-free cooling is another type. This type of technology distributes the cool air inside the refrigerator evenly, so it is avoiding the heat formation in and around the freezer. The frost-free cooling fridge is coming. Latest feature like this only. In this technology, the cool air is evenly distributed, but it is costlier than the single-door refrigerator, direct cooling refrigerator. And conventional refrigerator is also traditional refrigerator. This type of fridge is a single feed type compressor. Constantly it will run on and off frequently, but it will consume more power. It also having some sound. But this conventional type refrigerator, which is not expensive, it is cheaper one. This is also coming now, but if you want to go for a better option or a little bit higher cost, no need to buy conventional refrigerator. Then inverter type refrigerator is there. Its temperature is flexible. It will operate at various speed by itself. So it will switch on and switch off automatically. It will consume less power also and generate less sound. It will run very smoothly. This type of inverter type refrigerator. This compressor is slightly expensive than the conventional type refrigerator compressor. But one time investment, so electricity bills will be saved in this type of inverter refrigerator because it will switch off the compressor due to the thermostat act. Thermal application of thermostat which sends a temperature inside. So compressor will be switched off means power consumption is reduced. So electricity bill will be reduced. Only one time investment during buying only cost of the refrigerator is high compared to conventional type refrigerator. Now smart fridges are also coming. It is coming with alarm on child lock to avoid the fridge heat open for a long time. So somebody open the fridge and not close it properly means the alarm will go off and you can come and see the fridge and keep it closed properly. This is a smart type of alarm cell lock is coming in the little bit costlier fridges. Temperature control. This is the latest technology with electrical temperature control. Many refrigerators detect the fresh as well as sell food items and maintain the humidity inside to keep everything fresh. The temperature control is capacity control and thermostat control is there. So it will keep the temperature to keep the food fresh. It is also costlier. Convertible technology and modes. This is also very high price of the refrigerator. In this type of refrigerator, you can set different modes such as normal mode, seasonal mode, or vacation mode. So when you are going for a vacation or when there is no load, you are not going to use the fridge for more time, for 1 week or something, then you can put it in vacation mode. Seasonal mode. Normally seasonal mode means during winter and rainy season, the cool temperature from the freezer will not be reduced further, so you can see moisture formation outside the fridge. This can be avoided when you put it in seasonal mode. So this will reduce the expanded gas temperature to minimum, or we can increase the setting of the temperature inside the freezer. So that will do automatically by the seasonal mode. Normal mode is when you are using the fridge in a routine condition, you can put it in normal mode so that it will run normally. So this type of technology and mode is available. This is a bit costlier. And airflow and fans also coming nowadays. Airflow technologies and fans regulate the cooling inside. They ensure uniform cooling is important through the refrigerator and the fan system ensures maintaining an even temperature. The fan is used for condenser. It will reduce the temperature evenly. And it is airflow also it supplies inside the cool air throughout the fridge so the temperature is evenly distributed to keep the food fresh and dehumidification, that is ice formation is might formation is avoided in this type of fridge, but it is costlier compared to the old type single door refrigerator type. Cooling gel technology. This cooling gel technology feature ensures that the fridge is cool even in the absence of electricity. This cooling gel is provided inside the fridge compartment, air freezer, which will keep the temperature even during power cut time. And insulated capillary technology is also coming in the latest fridge. This feature allows the retailing the freezer's temperature even if there is a power cut for around 12 hours. That is the capillary tube is insulated with the polyurethane puff material that will keep the temperature for 12 hours even the fridge is not running because of power cut. Then we have to look for the warranty. The warranty offered by various brands and shortlist the ones which is giving higher warranty period. Warranty given for compressor and motors, fans, and for the wear and tear parts is to be checked. Based on that, even if the cost of the fridge, that is initial investment is more, we have to check for the warranty and for a higher warranty fridge we have to select. The fridge which works on a twin inverter compressor system where the compressor and the fan run on direct current that will reduce the power fluctuation and ensure uniform power distribution. The plus point of such type of fridge is its twin inverter technology to save power. It ensures both the fan motor and the compressor motor run on DC, hence cause fewer fluctuation. Normally all the fridges are run on alternating current, which is the electricity we are getting in the house. So this type of twin inverter compressor type fridge, direct it is operating on direct current. So the fluctuation will be reduced, power consumption also will be reduced. So electricity bill will be very less compared to AC powered fridge. This model can make ice within 16 minutes as it comes with turbo washing technology. This is the latest technology and this fridge is having a provision to detach the ice box. that will create more storage space. This is primarily when we can use the convertibility option, whether we require the ice box or not. So based on that, we can use ice box. Then the turbo icing technology will come in place, and the ice formation will be there within 60 minutes. And also, this type of fridge is having large vegetable box, which is a positive aspect because we can store more vegetables and fruits in it for extended period. The extra thick puff layer compared to conventional fridges helps to retain the low temperature efficiently for better cooling performance. So the polyurethane puff layer insulation given inside the new type of fridge that helps to keep the temperature even in the absence of power. That is during power cut also that will keep the temperature and that will not spoil the food kept inside. And next one, yeah, we can buy the fridge which is having the future refrigerant, that is R600A. Some companies are giving refrigerant with fridge with R600A refrigerant, which is isobutane. That is a future refrigerant from 2025. We can check the refrigerant used in the fridge in the catalog, and we can go for that latest fridge, which will be having all this type of technologies. We have to check the price and warranty. Then we have to go for the that type of fridge. Hope you might have understand the operating principles of domestic fridge, where is refrigerant used, and what is the future refrigerant, and how to select the fridge. Do not forget to share and subscribe. Please put your likes and comment in the comment box. See you in the next episode. Thank you very much.